triangle, right? I figured it out. Voice of reason, the solid, hold it down, the beige rage, and the agitator.
The Breakfast Club.
Everyone just kept telling me to prep for this.
One word to describe the Breakfast Club would be black.
Impacting the culture.
People watch the Breakfast Club for like news and really be tuned in, man.
I don't even know what it calls the Breakfast Club. It's like brunch.
Envy, Yee, and Charlamagne.
Wake that ass up, get out of bed, and listen to the Breakfast Club.
I'm waking up.
Good morning, USA.
Hey, fam, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's Friday!
Woo, I was waiting for Friday, boy. Never
That's
like
right.
this.
Well, Yee is still on vacation. She's not on vacation because she's working, but she's working out the country. She's in Turks and Caicos right now. And how has your trip been so far? I've seen you, you've been driving a boat. I've seen you deep sea fishing. You've been doing everything.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things I've never done before, but I am having an amazing trip out here in Turks and Caicos. Mm-hmm. And yesterday we actually had this guy here. His name is, he's a chef out here, and he owns a restaurant called Crackpot Kitchen. And he lost his restaurant last year. There was a fire, there was a pandemic, so he now just caters. And fortunately for me, Chef Nick came over to the house and he catered. It was my friend Janae's birthday yesterday, so we surprised her and catered a lovely dinner for her. And when I tell you that food was so good, I was like, listen, when DJ Envy comes here, you got to cater for him and Gia because they're going to love this food. So that's what we did yesterday. And then I went to Tiki Bar. It's a bar in the middle of the water. So you either have to jet ski there or you can actually, part of the water is so shallow that you can walk. So some people walk from the shore club over to this bar in the middle of the water. And so we were over there for a little while.
Nice.
I'm having a good time, though. In the midst of all that, doing the morning show, I hosted something for the Brooklyn Nets yesterday. We did a little pregame cocktail hour with Ciroc. So, I'm still working, but at least when I'm off the air, when I'm off doing these things, I have a little fun.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I am not mad at you. All right. Well,
how's the family holding up, Envy?
Everybody is doing way better. Gia is doing better. Her brothers are doing better. You know what it is every time we have to do something, because you don't realize everything that you have to do, like, picking out a casket, getting a plot, and little things like you got to buy the clothes that, you lay, Gia's mom to rest in. So, you have to go to the mall, and how difficult that is, buying an outfit for somebody that isn't here, and then buying shoes, and then doing all those things is very difficult. If I knew the size and I could do it, I would have just did everything and just said, you know what, just relax and just grieve and just chill. But of course, I don't know the size. I wouldn't know what her mom would want to wear. So we had to do all that yesterday, which is very difficult, So we did that, and much better. Then we had to do the obituary. Then we had to go look over all the pictures. So, like I said, and it's ill because you mentioned this a couple of months ago that your friend was thinking about doing it or doing it for herself. And I was like, I would never. But after doing this, you kind of want to do your own, because you don't want your family to go through that. You kind of just want it to be like, here, set up and go. So all they can do is just grieve. They don't have to pick outfits. They don't have to pick pictures. They don't have to pick an obituary. They don't have to pick a plot. And it sounds surreal, but when you're in a situation, you're like, I don't want my kids to deal with this. I'd rather just take care of it, and it is what it is, All
right. Yeah, I agree with that. When I come back, I was saying I'm going to start working on some planning of what's going to happen. And it's morbid to think about it, like when you pass.
It is.
But you do want to make sure that you make things as smooth as possible for everybody else, especially right now. And you want things the way you kind of want them to happen. So
absolutely. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Little Duval will be joining us this morning. I wasn't here for this interview. I was actually out, and every time Little Duval comes, we usually get in trouble. So are we going to get in trouble today?
I said the same thing. He was, I don't know. It was headed that way. It was headed that direction. I kept saying, come on, guys. We almost made it through. But I'm going to tell you this. He has a new special. He's done his first ever special that is now available streaming. So we'll be talking about that.
All right. Let's get the show cracking. There's a lot of celebrity news we got to talk about. But front page news, what we talking about?
Well, a 6th grade girl opened fire at her middle school. We'll tell you what happened.
Goodness gracious. All right. We'll get into that next. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Some new J. Cole?
Oh, that's right. We got some new J. Cole.
Oh, wow. J. Cole. Let's go.
It's about time. This one's called Interlude, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's get into it. It's J. Cole. It's Interlude. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right. If you're
Now
just
I'm at
joining
your
us,
neck.
that's new J. Cole. All right. It's called
Yes.
Interlude. All right. Well, let's get in some front page news. Where we starting, Yee?
Well, let's start with this sixth grader. A female middle school student opened fire on her classmates in Rigby, Ohio. This happened yesterday. 2 students and 1 adult were injured. The adult was treated and released from the medical center, while the 2 students had non-life-threatening injuries. Both are remaining in the hospital overnight. They might require surgery, but she did remove a handgun from her backpack. Think again, this is a 6th grader.
That's crazy.
And she started firing just after 9 a.m. 2 people, like we said, 2 people were shot in the hallway. Then she moved outside and another person was shot. The teacher disarmed the girl and held her until police arrived. So once they finish this investigation, they will be filing appropriate charges, possibly including 3 counts of attempted murder. They don't know what the motive is for the shooting, and they did not know where the student obtained the handgun, but they are still investigating. According to the superintendent, Chad Martin, he said, "This is the worst nightmare a school district could ever face. We prepare for it, but we're never truly ready for it."
I mean, that is so
6th
sad.
grader?
Could you imagine what would push a 6th grader to that limit, to even understand that? And the fact that a 6th grader could even fire a weapon, firing a weapon is not easy. That is as strong as kickback. So that is so sad. So sad on both sides.
Imagine how
man.
those other students feel. That is like traumatizing for these 6th graders. And one of their classmates did something like this. And then how do you punish the 6th grader? What do you do?
I don't know. And how old is a 6th grader? What age limit is that?
11,
what age is
usually
that?
11.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
All right, but of course they haven't identified the student because underage. All right. The International Olympic Committee has ruled that athletes will not be permitted to wear Black Lives Matter apparel during the Tokyo Olympics. Now, they did reveal that 2 weeks ago they would consider punishing any athletes involved in protests or demonstrations during the ceremonies or on the podium. So they specifically have forbidden it. They said any items of clothing with slogans like Black Lives Matter will not be allowed. But they did say that you can talk about it in in other situations. So if you wear Black Lives Matter, kneel during the national anthem, raise a fist to oppose racism, they will ban you. And we don't know exactly what that punishment will be, but the Olympics are currently scheduled to begin July 23rd.
Feels like a lot of Black and minorities will be pulling out of the Olympics. I've never heard somebody say you can't do this. I mean, even the other organizations, whether it's the NBA, NFL, NHL, or any Major League Baseball, they allow you to express yourself. I don't understand why they won't be able to wear T-shirts or say Black Lives Matter. I mean, I'm sure a lot of athletes will be pulling out.
You know what? But what they did say was they did this according to having spoken to and taken a poll from some of the athletes that would be competing. And what they are saying is not with the ceremonies or on the podium, but they are saying that you can do it like with other press and interviews.
Yeah, but if you want to wear a T-shirt, if you're playing in the game or you're playing or
not in the
competing,
games.
you should be able to wear your T-shirt or wear whatever you want to wear. This is not offensive to anybody else. This doesn't put any, nationality, anybody, or any other groups of people down. So what's the problem?
So they're saying if you are doing any type of press conferences, interviews, or team meetings, you can wear what you want. But they said a very clear majority of athletes said they think it's not appropriate to demonstrate or express their views on the field of play, at the official ceremonies, or at the podium. So that's why they're preserving the podium, field of play, and official ceremonies from any types of protests or demonstrations or acts perceived as such. Now, Ben Crump has criticized the Olympics now. And he's saying this sends the wrong message about basic human rights, and I urge the Olympic Committee to reverse this decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and the people that they probably asked, I'm sure, weren't Black. So it's easy for somebody to say, yeah, it's not right when you're not Black, when it really doesn't affect you. So the fact that they're doing this, they definitely should pull out. All the TV networks should pull out. If there's people, playing the Olympics on TV, they should pull out. You gotta hurt them where the money is. And if not, I mean, better luck to them.
Yeah, I would love to hear what some of these athletes have to say about it that are competing.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that is your front page news.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Whatever's on your mind, phone lines are open. Call us now. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up.
Wake your ass. This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Envy, this is RJ. How you doing, man?
RJ, what's up? Get it off your chest, brother.
Yeah, firstly, I just wanted to say, how y'all doing, man? I appreciate y'all picking up, finally.
How you doing?
Condolences to you, Envy. I just lost a brother due to COVID, man. So I know what you're going through. I'm praying for you and your family, my man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to talk about being a black business owner in Utah. Man, it is so much harder than I thought it was. Yeah, I know. In Utah, and I didn't even move out here for it. But it's a media and production company trying to kind of do like something similar that Charlamagne's doing right now. So we take on a bunch of people who want to start podcasts, and we just pretty much edit and produce for them and distribute it.
So what's difficult? Talk to me about what's the problems that you've been facing as an entrepreneur, as a small black business owner in Utah?
Yeah, there are just so many corners that you have to turn and you don't even know. Like, so one of my issues right now is I'm working on getting the control majority equity in the company, so I can be a black business owner. We could get into some of those grants, but really it's the financial aspect, and I'm looking for an advisor, and it's so hard to find one here.
Right. Sheesh.
Yeah,
I don't even know what it's like in Utah like that to even be able to tell you anything.
Yeah, I was just pretty much getting it off my chest. I just and if I could I shout out my podcast that I have?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you. It's called Convo Series, like Conversation Adversaries. And basically we just do a bunch of interviews. And I learned that from Charlamagne. The best question is why, and you got that from Larry King. So I appreciate that advice. But if you guys could go
listen, there's this whole article. By the way, I'm reading this whole article about minorities struggling to become entrepreneurs in Utah. And they said the pandemic made it even tougher. They have a whole thing about it.
Yes, it is. It's crazy out here. And then trying to work with other small businesses. We've even tried giving out or trying to allow small businesses to shoot commercials through our company. And it's just so hard to even give them free commercials out here.
You should reach out. Don't they shoot one of them housewives shows out there? The Housewives of Utah or Salt Lake City or something like that?
They sure do. And it's insane.
So there's a lot of money in theirs. I know one of them got arrested for something, but you should try to reach out to one of them. Maybe one of them will do a podcast or something like that. Allow them to do it there free, but they might give you the free promo that you need, you know?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that, so I can try to reach out to them. I appreciate it, guys.
Good luck, brother.
All right, good luck. They said under 7% of Utah startups are minority owned.
That's crazy. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Ross?
Hey, what's up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, just really having a hard time with relationship issues.
Oh, what's the matter?
What's your problem, bro?
It's both ways. Neither one of us has trust in each other.
Why don't y'all have trust? What did y'all do to destroy the trust?
Maybe I was working multiple jobs, for one, I think, and a lot of friends and families and influences and stuff like that, you know.
That doesn't seem like a reason to dissolve trust.
We need a little more information than that. And we want you to be honest. Like, what is the real reason? There's reasons why people don't trust each other.
Well, she went searching to try to find something that she heard from her friend. Then she started doing searching and didn't find nothing. So I think that's kind of where the trust went, like about a year ago. And
so you're saying she tried to step out, but you didn't. But she was, because she felt guilty about what she was doing.
She thought I tried to step out and went doing some searching and didn't find nothing. But I always had friends in the ear and, you know, telling her this and telling her that. Used to accuse me of cheating basically every day. You know, saying all this and that. You know, less of a man. You don't have this. You don't have that. It's a lot. You know, it's a lot of nitpicking. It is a child involved. You know, so that's my main focus. I'm like, we need to come together for our child.
Have you tried couples counseling?
We actually, we tried counseling, but when we talk to a neutral person that don't know anything about the relationship,
it's difficult, I'm sure.
He was telling us like what we need to know, and like when you saying you don't have a problem, it really is a problem. And
she wasn't honest.
Yes, and honestly, she like a couple months ago, if you have gave me a STD or anything, I'm leaving you. I'm like, well, why would you think that? You know, because I'm not doing anything. So,
do you not trust her?
Well, I did trust her until all these assumptions and want to hang out with, you know, friends all the time instead of like trying to build what's in the house.
Well, hold on. It seems like you need some more help from Yee. So you hold on, all right? Hello, who's this?
It's Jelly Belly from Boston. How
Jelly Belly, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Jelly Belly.
First off, I want to thank your producer for being who he is because he gives me life every time. I love his energy. It's very therapeutic. On that note, I am a financial therapist, and I've been going within my family to like literally change their lives, and I've been shocking people that I didn't think I could shock. So I know it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I focus on that aspect, a lot of it, with what I do, because it's the education that's important. I do thank you guys for being a platform that I could say this. So I would love you guys to follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to figure out my life on the social media platforms. Janae's Financial Therapy. You can follow me on Instagram. It's JENAE. Everybody gets it wrong, including my father. So,
that's a shame.
Yeah.
Didn't they name you?
Right. I don't know if he was there. That makes me concerned. But I love you guys. I love you guys. And I always tell everybody to lead with love and greatness shall follow. My condolences to you, Envy. I did DM you like last week or 2 weeks ago. If you could check that. But
Janae, what's a financial therapist do?
Well, my mission is to ease the mind, ease the pain around finances, because a lot of the times Black men are being told to be the providers, and they feel like they don't have an outlet to go say like, oh, I don't know how to do this, you know, like, and they shun away from therapy. That's not something we talk about in our community a lot. So putting them both together, we need to open up. We need to open up because there's ways that we can win, and it's not always just about not to shun you or whatever, Envy, but it's not just about real estate, because that's the most people like to do. Like, oh, I need to do real estate because that's going to bring me passive income, but there's other ways to do it. So just, you know, I want to ease that pain like any other therapist would do.
Okay. I love it.
And I'm licensed in many states, so it's sufficient, and it's free information, so let's get it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Information be out there.
Absolutely. All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now, we got rumors on the way?
Yes, and this is inspirational. Think about Michael B. Jordan. Has he ever had a terrible audition? He tells you about his worst audition. So this should make you know, look at where he is now, right? So even if something doesn't go right for you, it can still work out in the long run.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Shout out to everybody again that's supporting the car show. I'm doing a car show July 3rd in Atlanta. So it's 4th of July weekend. So bring your family out, and, you know, it's going to be one of those fun days. We're calling it Carchella, and the reason it's called Carchella is there's games and rides for kids. There's cars for any adult that wants to check out the cars. And, of course, there's facials for whoever wants them. You can get your nails painted. It's just a big family fun day. I wanted to create an event that just the family can really, really just enjoy. All right. So that is July 3rd. You can click the link in my bio for more information, or hit up Eventbrite for tickets. And we're going to be announcing the one in Jersey next week. So I'm excited about that as well. But let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Michael B. Jordan.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee. Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Now, we all know Michael B. Jordan, huge actor, right? It makes it seem like he has everything down, but he talks about one of his worst auditions ever. Let's hear about it.
I think it's probably like a Star Wars audition that I had with JJ. I think that was probably like my worst audition to date.
What happened?
It wasn't my best. It was probably my worst. It was probably my one to date that I remember for sure. I think it was just couldn't wrap my brain around some of the sides. Cause like, you know, when you audition for, you know, when you're reading for these high level projects, there's never really any specificity in the sides, you know, everything is secret. So it's just like, I definitely bombed that one.
Yeah, and if you ever try acting for anybody, because I tried it one time, and having to read in front of people and act it out in front of 3 people is mad embarrassing, because they're looking at you like you're crazy, but you're really trying to do the scenes, like be serious, and they're just looking at you like, okay, do it again with more, more attitude. And you're like, mother F, I just did. Well, he also talks about running out of the audition.
Did you know walking out going, yeah, that's not happening?
Oh, for sure. I'm pretty sure I ran out of there. I'm pretty sure it was just like, all right, see you guys. Peace. My man, I'm out of here. Go ahead.
Have you spoken to JJ about it since?
I don't think I've seen JJ since then. But I've, obviously seen the projects. Everything's been going great. So it's clearly the right decision.
All right. Well, shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Also, Drake has something special for all you mothers out there. All you mothers, do you like the way Drake smells? Well, you can actually buy a Drake scented candle. That's right. It's dropping on Mother's Day. Now, Drake has linked up with Postmates to launch his much anticipated Better World Fragrance House candles with a delicious deal. That is what they're saying. Now, we're trying to get Yee back on. Yee's was a little off. Of course, she has Wi-Fi from the island, so sometimes it's a little shaky sometimes. But Dramas, would you buy your girl or your mom a Drake scented candle?
Nah.
You
got to draw the line there.
Yeah, you ain't smelling Drake all day long. Baby, you ain't smelling Drake all day long.
You just call me baby?
No, I meant my wife, baby.
Sorry.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Now, Elon Musk, he's going to be hosting Saturday Night Live, and they have a promo. People are mad about this. I don't understand why, but let's listen to the promo.
Hi, I'm Elon Musk, and I'm hosting SNL this week with musical guest Miley Cyrus. And I'm a wild card, so there's no telling what I might do.
Same here. Rules, no thanks.
But it's also the Mother's Day show, so your moms are going to be here.
Forget what I said.
Fine, we'll be good-ish.
Yeah, that sounded corny, but hopefully it'll be a lot better than that. Yeah, so Elon Musk, if you're into Elon Musk and all the things that he's doing, he's going to be hosting Saturday Night Live. And lastly, Victoria Beckham, she talks about how Beyonce inspired her. Can we hear that?
Accepting who you are. And that's what the Spice Girls was always about. It's okay to be different. Let's not try and change who we are. Let's celebrate who we are. What I remembered how we inspired lots of young women when I met Beyonce a few years ago. And she actually said to me, it was the Spice Girls that inspired me and made me want to do what I do and made me proud to be a girl and proud to be who I am.
Wow. So Beyonce inspired by the Spice Girls. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Yes, I'm trying to get things together because Yee was supposed to do the rumor reports, but she blanked out. So I'm just trying to create stories here. But Charlamagne is out today. I know you haven't heard him this morning. He is not late. And if you want to give somebody donkey of the day, the phone lines are open right now. You can start calling right now. 800-585-1051. Whoever you want to give donkey today to. It could be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your grandpappy, your baby mama, your baby father, your boss, whoever it may be. Phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. And next hour, also Little Duval will be joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Peace to the planet. Charlamagne the God here. This year has been tough on mental health. GenoMind is here to help. GenoMind has developed an innovative new tool for groundbreaking insights into your unique genetic predispositions. Go to mentalhealthmap.com to be empowered on your mental health and well-being.
Yeah, you there?
I'm here.
Amen. All right. Morning, everybody.
I thought you did a great job. You did a great
you.
job with the rumors.
I just want to let y'all know the Wi-Fi went out where Yee was for a second. So Yee just texted me stories. I had no ideas what these stories were about. So I was just reading them. And thank God she didn't put anything foul in these stories because I probably would have read it. But anyway, let's get in some front page news next time. Great. Where we starting?
Well, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms announced last night that she is not running for re-election this year. She also wrote a letter that was published online as husband Derek and I have given thoughtful prayer and consideration to the season now before us. It is with deep emotions that I hold my head high and choose not to seek another term as mayor. While I'm not certain yet of what the future holds, I trust that my next season will continue to be one full of passion and purpose, guided by the belief that within each of us is the power and responsibility to make a positive difference in the lives of others.
Well, what that means, if she's going to, try to run for another office, something else, or if she's just tired of Atlanta. Because the other day I was watching her press conference.
She's tired of Atlanta.
Yeah, she was tired. She looked stressed out. She looked like, hey, I'm trying to help. The shootings are rising. Crime is rising. People are stealing cars. We're trying to make this thing come together. She looked really stressed out. And I'm sure that'll do it to you. So shout out to Keisha.
Here's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
It is with deep emotions that I hold my head high and I choose not to seek another term as mayor. For my children, it means working each day to make Atlanta a safe place that they can call home. For our state, it means doing all in my power to work against the backwards policies pushed by some leaders, including to restore the integrity of what some have tried to strip from us all, the sacred right to vote. For our country, it means working to advance the agenda of the Biden-Harris administration.
Okay.
All right. I wonder who's going to be next.
Yeah, I wonder as well. Yeah.
All right, a federal judge struck down the national eviction moratorium on Wednesday. So, 1 in 5 renters across the U.S. are struggling to keep up with their payments. So a spokesman for the Department of Justice said they plan to appeal the ruling. They're also seeking a stay of the decision, meaning the ban would remain in effect throughout the court battle. That's a tough thing, right? Because I know a lot of people who are landlords who are having difficulty getting people to pay their rent. But then, of course, you don't want people out on the street either.
Yeah, I mean, it is me, myself being a landlord, it is difficult because like I tell somebody the other day, 40% of my tenants are not paying. And you try to be helpful as possible. But, there is no way for the landlords to get their money back because most landlords, they don't necessarily own the building. They still have a mortgage. So they have a mortgage that they have to pay. So you got to do something to help people because a lot of people are there and they're not paying, not because they don't have it, because they know they can get around the system. I was reading a story the other day about this guy in Long Island who has been living in a house for 20 years without paying rent. He just figured out how to get around. 20 years. And the guy been trying to get this guy out the house for 20 years. You just can't throw somebody out the house, so you have to do it the legal way. And he's been living 20 years rent free. So people are beating the system.
You might gotta bulldoze that house.
yeah. Well, you can't do that with him in there. But there are people beating the system.
To the store.
You stupid. But you got to be able to help the landlord and the actual tenant. And like I said, 40% of my tenants haven't paid, and there's nothing you can do. But you do understand what's going on, so you're trying to be as helpful as possible.
All right, now the governor in Florida, Ron Desantis, has created new controversy around Florida's new election law yesterday. He gave exclusive access to the signing ceremony to Fox News, and he barred other media outlets from covering the event. So no Florida reporters were allowed in, and that's because of that exclusive. And of course, this is another bill that is trying to limit the people who can vote. And, Democrats were united against that bill that's unnecessary and meant to suppress the vote among historically disenfranchised communities. But it seems like a lot of states are trying to do this right now. So that's why it's important for everybody to make sure these laws don't get passed, or we overturn them. Just after DeSantis signed the bill, 2 lawsuits were filed challenging that new law. The first was filed against the Secretary of State, Attorney General, and all 67 county election supervisors. States that the bill will impede every step of the voting process in Florida, but that it will not impact the state's voters equally. They said it's crafted to and will operate to make it more difficult for certain types of voters to participate in the state's elections, including voters who generally wish to vote with a vote by mail ballot and voters who have historically had to overcome substantial hurdles to reach the ballot box, like Florida's senior voters, youngest voters, and minority voters.
Which sounds crazy. This world is supposed to be a democracy where we can vote, where we can, decide who we want to be the next president or mayor or governor. So the fact that they're pulling this and trying to make it more difficult, especially for minorities, seems all the way crazy. But it's like, well, what can we do to stop this? At first they were like, well, we could pull out big events in these states. But when we pull out these big events or these movie productions, it really hurts ourselves because, we're the ones that are working on these sets. That means we can't get a job. That means we can't be runners. We can't be chefs. We can't be actors, actresses. So what do we do? It's very difficult, but we have to do something.
All right. Well, that is your front page news.
All right. When we come back, Little Duval will be joining us. So we'll kick it with Little Duval. And also, Charlamagne is not here. So if you want to give somebody donkey of the day, phone lines are wide open. 800.
Give your donkey. Who y'all giving your donkey to?
585-1051. Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. We got a special guest. He only come up here when he got something to promote, even though he could come up here anytime he wants to. But
I use my friends at the right time.
His name is Little Duval.
What's up?
I see you cutting off your grays nowadays.
Yeah, no, I had
got the little baby
out.
face.
I had let it grow out for a little bit to be a granddaddy for a little bit, but now I'm a zaddy now.
You're a little zaddy?
I'm a zaddy now. I cut it off. I meant to get another haircut because now the white's growing back. You see the white?
What's wrong with that? You used to give people hell for shaving their face off.
I don't care. I still got the gray right here now. Don't get it twisted. I still got not in my hair.
Now Envy should be here because Envy.
That's why he's not here.
Envy grayed all the way. He dying his out.
I think both of them avoided you today. To be honest with you, I think Envy.
I wanted to see because I could see in person, like on camera,
Yeah.
all that look real, but in person, I wanted to see like, is you got paint in your face, boy?
No, Envy don't look real on camera.
He don't look.
Envy
real.
got the worst paint job in New York City.
Yeah, Envy grow his hair out.
I don't know, you know.
I want to bet Envy $5,000. Envy, if you listen to this, I got $5,000 for you if you let your hair grow out till December.
Who you think got a better paint job, Envy, Khaled, or Kevin Hart?
Khaled ain't no joke. Khaled boy, he super black. Like he used like Negro spiritual black.
Well, let's talk about your special. This is your first special, right?
Yeah, this is my first special, man. Like
he cheating too. He ain't telling no jokes.
Yeah, I told half jokes, half music, and I put a lot of people on. That's just what my comedy is. That's why I see what comedy is evolving into. It's like a Vegas show. Like that's what I do. My show is comedy, music, entertainment, and fun.
And you had who on there? Pretty V on there.
Pretty V on there. You know Jay Ski on there.
Jay Ski on there.
Thing. Brescia Webb. She showed love. Navy Green. Nard hosting. He on there. So I get. Not only I did my thing. I put a lot of people on there too to show love.
And even though comedians have always been doing records, you got every comedian trying to make a song now.
Yeah,
even the white
I've
ones.
been inspiring the wrong
Schultz.
people I've noticed with making music. But I mean, it is what it is. If it's making you feel good and you having a good time with it, do it. You know, that's what I did. I didn't do it to blow up. I did it because I loved to do it. It just so happened that song stuck.
But you always been making music though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been doing it. That's how I got in the comedy game. I was a musical comedian. When I first started, they told me that wasn't comedy. Now look, everybody doing it.
Yeah. What you been doing during the pandemic other than pissing people off, man?
Living my best life per usual. I didn't change too much because what I do, I was damn near like that before the pandemic.
Well, pissing people off, we know.
Well, that, but at the same time, the way I live, the way I move.
Yeah.
I always used to wear masks even before this because I used to like to move around and just go around so people didn't know who I was, but ain't nothing changed for me.
Yeah.
I had a great time. Like, I mean, of course, with the lives that passed, but at the same time, in my mind, like I told you when we used to be on the phone, if it was as bad as they said it was, we was going to die. So that's how I had it in my mind. So in my mind, I was like, hey, man, if it's going to be this bad, I'm finna live my best life like my man Kool-Aid did. And that's what I did.
Yeah, you called Duval.
Did you get COVID?
I probably caught that thing about 2-3 times.
You did have it, though.
Yeah, I had it. I mean, we all had it. I think anybody that told you they didn't, you don't realize somebody had it until after you told them you had it. You're like, yeah, I had it too.
I think when we was all in Anguilla, I think all of us had it.
I think we all called it in Anguilla.
That's
mess
right.
around with Charlamagne on New Year's.
Everybody was
I ain't gonna
sick.
say their name, but somebody was sick as at that goddamn.
Everybody was sick
at that party we had in New Year's. Everybody was sick, and I think I was the most sickest before they even acknowledged it. Like I was messed up like that January.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I got messed up again. Then I got messed up again. Then I got messed up.
And so you caught it 3 times for real.
I think every time I catch a cold, I think I got corona.
But you've been between Florida and Georgia, so it's a good possibility.
Nah, we immune down there.
Did you know anybody that died? Like,
yeah, a couple people.
I'm talking about in that area. Like you saw them partying
in
1
Atlanta?
week.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. I mean, I do know some people that got messed up from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know my man got messed up from it, but we lived through it, man.
Yeah.
Are there any permanent changes you feel like you would make in life since the pandemic? Because obviously things have changed somewhat, even if it's not as drastic as it is in other places. Is there anything that you're like, do this differently from now on?
No. If I would, I'd be lying because I'm programmed how I am. I'm gonna live like this. I'm gonna die like this.
Well, there's somebody in the room that won't argue with you, man, because that tweet you put out where you said men over 30 shouldn't have other men over 30. His roommates really stung his soul.
Who?
Dramos?
You a roommate?
Nah, I did it until recently.
Hit dogs be hollering, man. Let me tell you, man. Honestly, I was just tweeting. I did not know it was going to affect people like this, especially men, because usually when you talk about men, we just laugh and move on. But this resonated so hard in y'all's soul. I didn't know it was that many 30-year-old roommates.
Because times is hard out here, man. People got
it ain't hard out here in the South because they getting that PPP loan.
That's true.
Y'all need to get a PPP loan.
But
y'all
men out here shacking up, man, for financial reasons, man.
Yeah, and see what made me see that? I knew my homeboy, they was down in Miami stunting.
Yeah.
But they roommates.
So you was on one
Yeah,
person.
I was on one person. That's usually how all my tweets be. They read one person and everybody else take them personal. Stop taking my tweets personal in your own personal life.
Can Dramos defend himself? I want to hear.
Go
what
ahead
his
and defend
explanation
yourself. I don't care, but go ahead.
I mean, because I think y'all are old, so you don't understand what it's like.
How old are you?
From the bottom.
30.
You old too. Anything after 30 is old to young people.
But I grew up in a different generation, bro. Jobs don't pay what they used to. Cities are expensive as hell to live in. And first of all, y'all make it sound like some sort of gay shacking up.
Dramos.
We did not say nothing like that. We did not say nothing like that.
It is shacking up, though.
Shacking up. That's a relationship. That's a full-fledged relationship,
Man,
for real.
no, it is not.
Yes,
That's
it
crazy,
It
bro.
is. In the South,
Yes,
if you
it
live
is.
with somebody for more than 3 years, it's common law
Yeah,
marriage.
it's common law
Then
marriage.
y'all be chatting up on the phones
Your roommate can't kick you out. You know that, right? Your roommate can't really kick you out legally. I mean, legally, they can't kick you out.
Y'all together,
I'm just
man.
giving you some advice just in case you shack up again.
Bro, if me and my former roommate were dating, y'all two are definitely dating.
What you mean? We ain't never lived together.
You spent New Year's together on vacation together?
Yeah, okay.
With family and friends.
Let me tell you the difference, though. Hold on. Let me tell you the difference.
Go ahead.
We ain't mad what you said, though. You got offended.
I didn't get offended.
You got offended.
First of
Let
all,
me tell you how you offended, because we're talking about it now. I was over. I didn't even realize y'all was offended till the next day. And I went back on Twitter. I was like, oh, they mad. I did not know. Like, it ain't that serious. Don't take nothing I say that serious.
Dramos.
What?
Dramos, you should have just led with, I just purchased a home recently.
I did.
So I did.
But that's what
So
I'm
why
saying.
does it bother you? If that's
why
what
are
we
you
all
yelling
do
at
stuff-
me?
All right, if it make you feel better, I had a roommate in my 20s.
Okay.
For a couple years.
And
Like,
I lived with my mom at 32.
Like, if it make you feel better, like, it's not that serious.
I'm not upset. I'm not hurt.
This is why it's so hard to tell jokes, because they want to examine every fucking joke you do.
And the only thing I say is it's nothing wrong with two men living together, but they got to have two bathrooms. You can't share one
Y'all
bathroom.
sharing the bathroom?
Bro, have you ever lived in New York City?
What move? Like everybody else. Move like everybody else that got sense. Atlanta is booming right now. You can't find a house in Atlanta because everybody with sense is moving down south. Like, certain stuff, if you can't afford it, move.
I saved my money and I bought a house, so I was smart about it. What I'm saying is, you got a lot of people that, and listen, it's a joke. I'm not really offended by it, but a lot of people, do feel upset about.
You see how he moved on from sharing that toilet with that though, right? He moved on.
Did you share a toilet?
What that got to do with anything?
But did you share a toilet?
But what does that have to do with anything?
You got a house now, so it don't matter. This is your come up story.
And he told me behind the scenes how uncomfortable it was.
Everybody got a come up story.
He told me he sat on the toilet seat after his homeboy one time and it was warm. He was like, that was the only time it was real uncomfortable.
Y'all sit on the same toilet.
Have you never used a public restroom?
I've never used, whenever, in the last 20 years, I've used my own toilet. Another man has never sat on my toilet.
Bro, as much as you travel, you've never sat.
Another man has never sat on my toilet, not even in my hotels. Ask Jay Ski. They got to go to a whole nother room if they got to pee. I don't blame
Even if they got to pee?
Even if they got to pee. They be just peeing everywhere.
That is true.
I know what I do, so I know what they gonna do. I don't let no man take a shower in my shower.
I have a question. Why do guys pee on the toilet seat and not put it up and not pee in the toilet?
Because if it ain't your toilet, you don't care.
I try. Even when I'm aiming, my wife will complain about his pee on the floor.
Sometimes after you, sometimes the pee go everywhere. So
yeah.
So
All right, we got more with Little Duval when we come back. Let's get into his joint. Smile, biatch. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was Smile, Little Duval. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Little Duval. Charlamagne?
Now, I want to ask you some stuff you be asking people on Twitter, man.
Oh, Lord.
What's the dumbest you ever did for a woman you loved and now you regret it?
Bought everything. I bought them everything and let them keep it after we break up.
Like what?
They leave with a great severance package.
Yeah, you can't take stuff. You can't take gifts back. That's,
but after a while, you be like, damn, I shouldn't have gave her that shit.
What's the most expensive thing you bought?
Tiffany ring, house, cars.
A house?
You bought somebody a house?
You left a woman with a house?
You ain't never tell me that one now.
We'll talk later.
A house?
We'll talk later.
Dramas.
She still living it?
We'll talk later, man. We'll talk later, man. Y'all won't get that juice.
God damn.
We'll talk later, but I ain't mad at nothing.
Was it like a nice house?
You ain't finna get none of that tea.
A modular home?
I got a show coming out, Living My Best Life. I talk about it on the show. Y'all watch it. It's on pay-per-view right now. It's an all black. It's an all black network too. I went all black.
Oh,
so y'all
Bob
can't
Johnson.
say I'm not supporting all black. I went all black on my first special, so support it.
What about somebody kidnapped your old lady and held her for $100,000 ransom? What you doing?
She held. The hell you talking about?
You're not gonna pay for your old lady,
I'm gonna give
man?
her a post. I'm gonna give her a deep post with a caption. I'm gonna give her a deep post with a caption and act like I just missed it. I'm like, man, I was just about to send the money and everything. Yeah, but she gone.
How you gonna ask people the question, but that's your answer for real?
Yeah, I asked her. They could have gave that answer too, but that's my answer. You know what it is? Me and my old lady talked about it. Like, you know what it is, right? If we go to one of these countries and they kidnap you, you kidnap.
Well, you say
What if they had Charlamagne for ransom for $100,000?
I give them 5,000. We got to negotiate 5,000. I got 5,000 for you, man. Ain't nobody getting past 10. My daughter, that's it.
Okay, what about when you said a lot of these got a sugar daddy too? Who are you talking about?
I got a new show called Live My Best Life. First special ever. Charlamagne, you have to throw me under this. Won't happen.
It feels like he knows the answer already.
Set me up. I talk about it on my special.
Listen, I don't think there's nothing wrong with having a sponsor, man. You call him a sugar daddy, I call him a sponsor, man.
You know what I'm talking. Who I'm talking about, Charlamagne?
What made you put stars in your Prius?
Now you want to switch this.
Listen, but for real, you did put stars in the Prius.
Yeah, man, to let these niggas know it's gonna be a hot boy summer. City boys up. And this is why I don't like interviewing with my friends, man. They don't never do right.
No, I just asked the question, man.
Why are you sweating?
Because it's hot in here. You got on. I'm trying to figure out why you not sweating and you got leather pants on.
Hey, because it's my special pants, like my stand-up special. My stand-up special pants.
Nick, you see him?
You know, every comedian wear leather. I didn't wear it on my special.
I was wondering.
I wanted to be like the Rat Pack.
Man, them hot as hell. And
no, they feel good. It's still cold up here in New York. Like, I don't know why y'all still up here, but y'all are the only two left up here.
You might be right.
Everybody else down in Atlanta.
You ain't here.
I'm in Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
Envy ain't here. I don't know where the hell Envy at.
I done told Charlamagne this 1,000 times. Why don't y'all buy something in the islands like me? I done told y'all this 1,000 times.
I plan to.
Think about how much you done spent vacationing.
I'm out here looking.
9 times out of 10, is just going to the Caribbeans. And all the Caribbeans is the same on each island. So just pick an island that you like the most and buy something.
My thing is trying to figure out if I want to buy land and build something, or if I want to buy something that's already.
Either way, do one or the other. It depends on how much time you got. If you got a lot of time, because we deal with islanders, they slow as hell. So if you got a lot of time, then build something. But if you don't, just buy something.
Damn, you gonna be doing seminars soon, man.
No, I ain't. No, I'm not that. I'm not Envy.
You need to. It's gonna be TJ, Envy, Little Duval, and Flippin' MJ.
And Flippin' MJ. MJ my size now. I lost 62 pounds with.
I lost 62 pounds with Flippin' MJ.
And I feel it look like a new man.
He renovated his body.
Before I sold houses, I was nothing. Now look at me. Small as Envy.
Oh, here's another one you tweeted. Have you ever taken your advice and said mid-argument, I see why your ex broke up with you?
Yeah, I do that all the time. Because you never know. Like, you try to hear their point of view, and then you be like, you know what? After like 2 weeks of hearing that, you're like, you know what? I can definitely see where they're coming from.
Damn.
And then you stop answering their call.
How did your old
I got a friend like that right now, and I see where you going, Charlamagne. It don't work on me, Charlamagne.
What did you talk about?
I see where you go. It's not gonna work.
I just was gonna ask.
I see where it's
what
going.
Would a woman say?
I know all your tactics because we practiced them the day before on other people. It's not gonna work. Move on to the next tweet.
I'm really just trying to get you to tell one story, man. That's so funny, man.
It ain't gonna happen. No.
Be direct. What's the story?
The story is living my best life.
Hopefully he put it in a special or something.
It won't be in this special. It'll be in the special like 10
I'll
years
tell you
from
this.
now.
It's the funniest Lil Duval story of all time. And that says a lot. Man, whatever you were smoking got me coughing.
You high already?
Hell yeah.
I wish I could smoke on this show.
What the hell was you smoking?
Nope.
Good.
Don't do it.
Good.
What made you?
Did y'all
What made you
have
decide
anybody
to?
smoked on here yet?
Snoop.
Yes.
Okay. So
Ray Shmurman. Ray Shmurman lit up in there.
How
Yeah.
y'all let Ray Shmurman get over me? I can see Snoop, but Ray, bro? Ray? Hey, that's fucked up, bro.
I think they just did it though.
I'll tell you what
Y'all
happened.
better have banned them from
Charlamagne told them it was okay for them to smoke, even though it wasn't. That's what happened.
Ain't nobody ever asked.
Can I smoke?
I don't care. I don't got nothing to do. I mean, listen, I'm saying I don't know the rules though. I don't care.
It turned into the rules, and it turned into a whole big thing.
It
with
did?
emails going. Yes, it did.
Oh, y'all popping now. You can do what the you want to do.
Now, let me ask you this. What made you decide to do a special after all this time, right? Because I'm sure you had other opportunities to do some, but what made you decide now is the right time?
Because I thought other things were more important at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, specials are always going to be there, but at the same time, specials are like albums now.
Mm-hmm.
And do people really care about albums like that anymore?
Depends who it is.
Yeah, it depends on who it is. Exactly. So, so I wanted to get to a point where I was one of the that it depends on who it was.
What is your favorite stand-up special, though, that you've seen?
I don't watch none of them.
I really don't.
You watch Bill Burr?
I did, but I didn't even watch all that. But the part I did watch, I like watching people that just don't give a like me. But see, the difference is they on a whole nother level too. He had a point. That's where every comedian want to be, at a point where no matter what you say, they don't care.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm at that in my world, but I want to be at that in all worlds.
I think that's impossible nowadays. I think even if they know you to be that, they're going to still find ways to be offended. That's the thing, right? To be able, if you can say whatever it is you want to say, you just got to be able to deal with whatever the backlash is.
And I feel like I'm like that because I'm so immune and scorned to it just from being on social media. Me and you all the time. Ain't nobody been through more stuff than me and you. I get canceled every month.
Yeah.
I'm so immune to the bull. It's almost like I'm scorned from it. I don't even notice when I'm being. I
don't even be over there. People be hitting me like, they going in on you. I'm like, for real?
All right, we got more with Little Duval when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Little Duval. Yee.
You see, they're upset about Prince Charming now.
Nah, what happened? And bring me up on game.
You know how he kisses. She did not give consent for Prince Charming to kiss her and wake her up, Sleeping Beauty. So now they're trying to say that's wrong. It's not okay to kiss a woman.
You talking about Sleeping Beauty or Snow White?
You talking about the real
yes,
movie?
Isn't it? Oh wait, is it Snow White? Who is
I'm
it?
gonna show it to you.
The Disney.
Yes, man.
So that's a charge now.
Yes, man.
And y'all wonder why I won't tell no more stories about back in the day in Daytona. Yeah, all right.
Look, Disneyland's new Snow White ride criticized for including Prince Charming's non-consensual kiss. Snow White was dead. White. The kiss brought her back to life.
She didn't ask for it, though.
They saying that about CPR. You sent me something earlier, so you can't do CPR.
Those people that get mad like that, I be wanting to sit there and talk to them like person, not what they post. I want to sit there and ask them questions, and if you talk to them, they'll realize it really ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah,
they just need something to talk to. Like, but what they don't realize is building up the society to care about it more. You care about something that's not really a big deal. And it makes the society feel like it's a bigger deal. And now we make it a big deal because now people's emotions get involved in, and then it's not that like.
In my mind, I be thinking, how privileged are you that the only thing you got to complain about in your life is whether or not Prince Charming's kiss was consensual with Snow White? By the way, it's way worse things than Snow White. By the way.
It's way. I don't want to talk about it.
Snow
don't talk
White
about it on this show because somehow it's gonna correlate to what.
No, I'm just Snow White mama died during the childbirth. Nobody want to talk about the maternal death rate?
Nobody want to talk about Revenge of the Nerds movies.
No, we definitely want to talk about that. No.
You see what I'm saying? Let's move on.
Now, would you fight Floyd Mayweather for $250,000? You tweeted that too.
Hey, man, I let him knock my jaw off.
For $250? That's all?
Nah, meal. I need a meal.
Ocho Cinco getting a meal to fight?
He is?
Yeah, he fighting under the undercard. On the undercard.
Who he fighting?
I don't know.
We don't know
I'll
yet.
fight him for a meal. I'll fight Ocho Cinco for a meal. Ocho, you want to fight?
That's going to be a short-ass fight.
I don't care.
Hey, y'all keep playing with boxing. The one punch can kill you.
Short-ass fight. Thank you. I should be on my living my best life tour.
One punch can kill you if you get hit the wrong way, bro.
Not if you know how to fall. Man, I get people to watch.
You gonna let them hit you?
Man, I know how the fault. What happens is it be the second hit and the third hit.
Yeah.
But that first hit, boy, ain't nobody gonna spin like I spin. Trust me. Put a couple M's in there. Put a couple M's and throw some of them coins that everybody buying.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, throw some of them cryptos and Doge and what is it, Dougie Howard?
What is it?
Dogecoin.
Throw some of them in there and
Dogecoin.
I'm ready to fight. I'm gonna go run a couple laps and do a couple swimming, get my body right. How much time I got? When the fight?
It's in Miami in June.
Oh, nah, it's deep. Oh, yeah, we gonna be. Oh,
You don't have time. You got to get more preparation.
I think he already got an opponent though.
Who, Ocho Cinco?
Yeah.
I thought you said he-
But nobody wants to see you on
I think
Ocho.
he didn't announce it yet.
Nobody don't want to see Mayweather and what is it?
No,
Logan
I'm not watching
Perry,
it. I'm definitely Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan. Like, this is how bored entertainment has got.
Damn, ain't it?
Really watching Mayweather and Logan Paul. Is it Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
That let the audience know, like, we really slow as an audience because this is all that we see as entertainment. That's why Charlamagne always tell me I work too hard.
Yes.
Because it's like, it's too easy to make money entertaining now. Like, you ain't even got to have that much sense. And I be overthinking this shit and then you see somebody do nothing and they make millions. So
And you on your living my best life special, sweating,
working during the pandemic, trying to make people happy, still on the road,
dancing, singing,
tap dancing, and
got a
band. I had pyro and everything coming out by the 8th show. I was like, man, cut that shit out, man.
You had pyro too?
Man, I had all that shit when I first started that tour. I was like, man, boy, I'm finna go.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I realized that by the 6th, 7th show.
Did you make any money?
Hell no. That's another thing.
What?
Man, I made less money on that tour than I made just before it.
Hold on, so wasn't the tour sponsored?
No, we went half.
No.
That's what happens when you do independent. You know? But I was cool with it. Like, I really enjoyed the tour. The fact that I did my own tour and we did all those cities and they was all sold out. I was just happy to do that. And like, I could say I did my own tour. So.
And you said,
I mean, I didn't go broke off of it, but the fact that I took everybody on tour that was down with me from day one, that was gratifying in itself.
Did they make any money?
Yeah, they made probably more than me.
Damn, and you still ain't gonna do no album.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an album. Matter of fact, I'm going out to what's name, and we're gonna work on some new music now. I'm going out to the Bay Area now after I leave here.
With who? Who's what's his name?
With me and Clay, we going out there.
I
see where you're trying to go. Special, live my best life special.
Where can they watch it, man?
Pay-per-view, and it's on all black.
All black. ALLBLK. And you can watch it on pay-per-view. The video on demand.
Yeah, on demand.
And it's available right now.
It's available right now.
All right, it's Lord Duval. It's the Breakfast Club.
We in this together, but stay the away from me.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Floyd Mayweather.
It's about time. What's going on? Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
All right. So do you think this is real or a stage, this beef between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul? Now, this all started with Jake Paul. Now, this all started with Jake Paul making a TikTok about wanting to take Floyd Mayweather's hat.
To steal Floyd Mayweather's hat. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Let's make it happen. Yes, sir. Get the paperwork for this bomb. Get Al Hammond. Absolutely. I don't need Al Hammond. Let me call Al Hammond. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.
Night. Got your hat.
Whoa! Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
It went good.
All right. So he did manage to get Floyd's hat. Did you see what that looked like, Envy?
Yeah, I did see what it looked like. Floyd just didn't put a brush to his hair because when he did the interview with $1 million worth of game, his hair looked good money. He just didn't have a haircut. I mean, it happens to the best of us. That's why I have a hat on right now. If you steal my hat, you're gonna owe me 5 minutes too. I get what happened, but I mean, this is part acting too. You know what I mean? They're selling a fight. Let's be honest, and it's making me want to see it even more.
Oh, so you do want to see it. Charlamagne was saying that he doesn't want to see it. He said he doesn't want to pay money for it. He's going to watch it on Instagram.
Well, that's him. I'm going to pay for the fight. I want to see Floyd beat this guy up. I think it'll be a great beat up. I think Floyd is going to put him on his ass, and I want to see it.
Well, Jake Paul was online saying, "Got your hat. I stole his hat because he steals people's money with boring fights." That's what he said on social media. Now here is the apology that Jake Paul made. Let's see if you think it's real.
Hey, after like thinking about it, I just want to say I apologize for my behavior and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have acted that way, and you can suck my. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's disrespectful, but this is what he does. When he does these fights, he gets really disrespectful. He gets people involved. People want to see the fight. And I mean, he knows he's going to lose, but is it really a loss? He's getting what, $20 million?
He's not fighting.
Oh, that's his brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jake Paul doing all that. And, Logan Paul is chiming in, of course.
That's still his family. They're going to get money. That's still a lot of money. Think about it. If I had to act like a monkey for my brother to get $20 million and steal somebody's hat and run around and act stupid.
Envy.
I mean, that's what they're
I
doing.
want to hear you say you'll act like a monkey.
You know what I mean.
I don't like that. Yes, and by the way, the pay-per-view telecast will be on Showtime, just so you know. Now, Floyd Mayweather, in the meantime, they put out a teaser interview with Barstool about the whole hat incident.
What happened?
Kid wanted to test the waters and try me out.
He stole your hat, no cap.
Yeah. That was a good one. Good metaphor. I think I still got the cap. So where the cap at? I think we still got it somewhere.
Was that an important cap to you?
It's not an important cap, but it is what it is. He did what he did and I did what I did.
Sheesh. I will say you guys do look different without a hat on. A lot of y'all.
I mean, sometimes we just need a haircut.
Listening.
Yeah, we just need a haircut sometimes.
Ladies listening know exactly what I'm talking about, but a lot of guys, you guys want to talk about us with our hair and our wigs and our weaves and whatever, but y'all without your hats on, sometimes you guys be whole different people.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? What do they call that? A catfish?
Come on.
I don't know what they call it, but you women look crazy too. And sometimes when y'all don't dye your hair and you got them gray streaks coming in and your wigs don't spit, it's the same exact thing with fellas. So don't judge us.
That's when I say everybody mind their business, right? Okay.
That's right. Women be dyeing hair too. The women be using Beijing and just for women too. So don't even start.
Women do not use Beijing. Okay, stop it.
All
right, now Will Smith may have started this whole movement. He's doing this fitness challenge. He's talking about being out of shape due to COVID. Well, now a lot of other people are doing this challenge. We saw Anthony Anderson posted a picture of himself. He said, "So this is what we doing." And he added Will Smith and Chris Spencer and Marlon Wayans and Flex. And he said, "No trainers, all on our own. Challenge accepted. Let's go." Chris Spencer also posted, "Okay, Will Smith, I accept the Big Willie challenge. Time to get in shape. Goodbye cookies, hello spinach, #dadbod." And then, of course, Flex also joined in on this. Flex Alexander, he said, "Okay, Will Smith, okay, Chris Spencer, it's on, and I accept the Big Willie challenge. No trainers, no cheating." And Marlon Wayans joined in as well. Marlon Wayans doesn't really have a dad bod right now.
Good for them. Good for them. I'm not in that place now. Now, I did gain a ton of weight after, I was good actually in the beginning of the pandemic when it was warm and I was riding my bike. I was down to the lowest I ever was. And then when it got winter, like they said, goodbye spinach, hello cookies. And it is what it is. I got to get back to it.
All right. Well, you can maybe join this Big Willie challenge.
Nah, because I'm not taking a picture showing my dad body. My kids are already embarrassed by me and I ain't gonna embarrass them even more. No.
Envy, this is inspiration for people. You could drink some positivity water. That would be actually awesome.
I need more than positivity water right now. Nope.
All right. Now, Jeezy was recently on Spotify's Best Advice podcast, and he talked about being at a video shoot for E40 and Snoop after a run-in with the law. And he told the host, that Kim Taylor Bennett, he was so angry about the incident that he was consumed with thoughts of revenge. And here's what he had to say about the conversation and advice that he got from Snoop and E40.
Snoop and E40 was sitting at this video shoot we was doing for Snoop Dogg's song, the E40 song. If I'm not mistaken, I think I was just getting out because I got locked up for some things that happened in the Bay. They both, stopped down and look at me and they just kind of like side-eye me. I'm like, okay, Snoop Dogg, E40, looking at me like I'm crazy. So, yo, you know what? You know what's the difference between you and Pac? And I was just like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. And he said they told him that he wasn't moving right.
They just went on to say, yo, listen, he never stopped what he was about. He never let up on his people. He never, and it was like, yo, you better get out here and do what you're supposed to be doing because these people believe you and they ride with you and you ain't moving right. And when I walked out of that room, I had to get it together. I had to tighten up. I had, you know, and you know what I did?
What?
I stopped making it about me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was mad.
That's right. There's other people that it affects when you don't move right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, Charlamagne is out. So if you want to give somebody donkey of the day, 800-585-1051. Whoever you want to give donkey to, call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
With the new Audible Plus plan, audiobooks are just the beginning. With Audible Plus, you can listen all you want to thousands of included Audible originals, popular podcasts, and more. All in one place. Sign up for a 30-day free trial at audible.com/breakfast club.
It's your time to nominate a donkey of your own.
Remember now, it's how they choose.
Call in now, 800-585-1051.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Karen. I'm from Ohio.
Oh, boy, Karen. Another Karen on the line.
Oh, I'm not one of them kind.
I'm just messing with you, Karen. Go ahead. Who you want to give donkey to?
I want to give my donkey to Kevin Samuels. Can I tell you why?
Woo! Sure, go ahead.
I think that he openly degrades black women and he preys on their insecurities that have been given to them in previous relationships and their naiveness. And come on, he gave Saweetie a 6. Dr. Umar spoke on him on all that. He deserves donkey of the day.
Yeah, I think he's lame. I do think he's lame. I mean, what age are we where we're rating women and rating people? I mean, he's a grown-ass man. He's 50 years old.
So.
But the thing I don't understand is...
you? That's the thing.
But the thing is, which I don't understand is, why do women keep going to him? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Like I said, he preys on their insecurities that they've been given in previous relationships and their naiveness.
Yeah, because he looks about...
It seems like he hates women. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I mean, he used to hang around the Hermes store and try to get clientele, you know, just to try to get people. And he used to wear, you know, dress up and stand outside the stores and try to talk to people. I've seen him actually a couple of times. It's funny. But in Atlanta. But I mean, I don't know why women still go to him.
Back up. He said hang out outside the Hermes store.
Yeah, he used to try to hang outside the stores to try to get businesses. So he would hang outside the Hermes store and look for, you know, I guess people with a little bit of money and try to talk to him and try to be a stylist or whatever he was trying to do. I see him out there once or twice. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's weird.
My salesperson from the Hermes store had to remind me, like, you don't remember him? He was the one that was outside the store. I'm like, that was him. Yeah, but he's lame. I don't respect the fact that he sits there and rates women. Oh, this one's a 2 and this one's a 4, and Ma, you look ugly. Ma, you're fat. Like, it's just it's a woman must have hurt him. I don't know. Maybe it was his mother. Maybe it was his girl, his wife. So a woman definitely.
Or maybe
hurt
he
him.
just doesn't like women.
Or maybe he likes men.
All right. Well,
That
this
could
was
be it,
her.
too.
This was Karen's donkey.
All right, sorry, Karen.
Stand down.
Hello, who's this?
This is OU Smooth.
OU Smooth. What up, man? Who you want to give donkey to?
I want to give donkey to my wife, Kimberly.
What?
Why?
Yeah, because she held the kitty hostage last night. That's to all wives to do that, man. Y'all all deserve donkey today. That's how relationships get messed up.
No, hold on. Let's back up for a
gracious.
second. Held it hostage or did not feel like having sex?
Because we got into an argument over son pay. I mean, not cleaning up.
Okay. Why don't you just clean up? Then problem solved.
You shut up.
See, that's a woman's perspective. What you saying?
Why don't you clean up?
I mean, she should never keep your
clean
child. She said your child. How else?
No, his kitty. Her kitty. Didn't want to have sex.
She ain't got to give you her kitty, man. You clean up. If she wants you to clean up, you clean up the house. If my wife right now said you want kitty, clean up the house.
How bad do you want it?
I'm cleaning.
Man, I cleaned up. I just didn't do what she wanted me to do.
What did she want you to do, bro?
She wanted me to do more than what I did. Put it that way. You know
What did you have to do?
Now hold on. I'm gonna have to flip this and give you donkey because if you really wanted it, you would have cleaned up the way she wanted you to. You ain't really want it.
I did, man. I'll clean next time. How about that?
What you had to clean up? What was so bad?
That's what I said. It was like little petty stuff. It was probably some stuff that I left around the house.
Well, that's the problem. You leaving your dirty, funky drawers all over the place.
Your house, your stuff.
Clean up your
Come
house.
on,
You get your kitty.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
This didn't turn out the way you wanted.
You get donkey today, man. Your wife say you want kitty clean up, you better clean up.
All
All right. That's why you get no kitty. Now you got to use a vino all night. Hello, who's this?
Got personal.
Hey.
Hey,
who's this? What's your name?
how y'all doing?
Good morning. Who you want to give donkey to?
The bus drivers, y'all. Let me tell you first, I want to say condolences to you, DJ Envy.
Thank you.
And gee, I seen you on the boat, girl. You was cute, girl. Okay.
Thank you. I was driving the boat for real.
Ow. Okay, so this is what happened yesterday. My daughters, they don't normally ride the bus, but both of my cars were out of commission. So I told the school to let them ride the bus home. I get to the bus stop. My husband's at the house because we had this happen one time before. They just passed the house, didn't drop them off at the bus. So I'm sitting there waiting. My baby's over about the bus. Luckily, there was a cop in my neighborhood, and he was like, his name was Officer Ross. Shout out to Officer Ross. He was like, can I help you, ma'am? Can I help you? I was like, yes, please. I said, I don't know where my baby is. I'm running up and down the street, wet, just crazy. Finally, the bus circles around like 5 more times, and then they finally drop them off. But I was in the back of a police car, y'all, for the first time.
Looking for your babies because the bus driver missed the bus stop.
Right.
But I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front.
Is he a brand new bus driver?
No, this is the first time the kids was on the bus. He might not know where to put the, drop the kids off.
It was crazy, though. I was, like, freaking out. I was about to have a heart attack. And I was just like, y'all, come on. Like, I called the school. The school didn't know what was going on. They don't know the transportation number.
Mama, calm down. I know he just said he didn't know where to drop the kids at. He still had the kids. The kids was safe. He made sure they was. Yeah, no, she's still excited. She's like, at least the kids are safe.
Pissed. Imagine.
My class.
Yes.
Okay, so it's no gossip, just talk. And you guys can follow me, too, at I'm in my own lane, driving fast. You follow me, please, baby girl.
I like your energy. Yes, I got you.
Got it? In my own lane, driving fast.
All right, Mama.
In my own lane, driving fast.
Not with the kids in the car,
not dropping the kids off. Yeah.
All right. Donkey of the day. All right. Charlamagne is out. Now, when we come back, it's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday.
That's right. And the Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday question is, ladies, have you ever had to withhold your vagina to make your man do something? Or fellas, have you ever had to withhold the penis to make your lady do something? Let's talk about it. Or maybe I should say your significant other, all right? I don't want to be judgmental here. Whatever you like. 800-585.
Have you ever had to withhold your butt?
See, you always go too far. 800-585-1051. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
We gonna suck Drake out his and spit him down at the end of the bed. It's Freaky Friday, goddamn.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club. Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday.
That's
Why
right.
You do it too?
No, because we wouldn't be on together because you're in Turks and I'm here. Wouldn't, be together. But anyway, it is Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday. And the Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday question comes from somebody that called earlier during Donkey of the Day. He wanted to give his wife Donkey today because she held the kitty cat because he wouldn't clean. Let's hear.
I want to get Donkey to my wife because she held the kitty hostage last night. That's to all wives to do that, man. Y'all all deserve Donkey of the Day. That's how relationships get messed up.
No, hold on. Let's back up for a second. Held it hostage or did not feel like having sex?
Because we got into an argument over something petty. I mean, not cleaning up.
Okay. Why don't you just clean up? Then problem solved.
Man, I cleaned up. I just didn't do what she wanted me to do.
What does she want you to do, bro?
She wanted me to do more than what I did. Put it that way.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. Ladies, have you ever held the kitty cat? Fellas, have you ever heard the pee-pee? So let's start with you, Ye. Have you ever had to say, you know what? You're not getting this kitty until you do this?
I don't feel like I've done it like that, but I will say if you aren't handling certain things, I'm not going to feel like I want to have sex with you because I'm going to have an attitude. So I guess indirectly I have, because if I'm annoyed and you haven't done something I asked you to do, but you think you're going to get all up in it, no.
Yeah, no, my wife hasn't done that, but she has done it if she's had an attitude for something. Let's say we got into an argument or same thing. Yeah, she'd be like, nope. But,
Some people like having sex when they're mad at each other. Not me.
Nah, doesn't work here either. All right.
Have you ever withheld your penis, Envy?
No. Anytime the wife wants it, she gets it. It's no question. What about you, Dramos? Have you ever, held on to your booty for anybody?
Why you gotta be that? Why you gotta be my booty?
I'm just asking.
No, I've tried to withhold.
Why I gotta be my booty?
He said I tried to withhold. Go ahead.
No, I tried to withhold my penis, but my girl ain't go for that.
Okay.
All
right.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Awkward.
Brittany.
Hey, Brittany. Good morning.
Good morning. I love y'all.
We love you back. Now, have you ever had to withhold the kitty?
Yes, I had to stop having sex with my husband because I wanted him to lose some weight.
Woo,
That's foul.
that is tough. Isn't that a workout, though? Can't you have sex and that'll help him lose
It
weight, too?
is. It is. And he was always complaining about how tired he was. And so I'll be like, I was nice at first. Like, hey, honey, get on the bike. Let's take for a walk. But he wouldn't want to do it. So I just started encouraging him when he did work out. But, okay, come on. Now you got energy. Let's go.
So basically, you said you're too fat to get this kitty. When you lose a little weight, then I'll let you come back up in here.
No, I just wanted him to start trying. So by him starting it, then he can get some.
That is foul. Okay, but I guess it worked, right? Did he lose weight?
Yeah, he's on track.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Mama.
Well, at least it worked.
Yeah, it did work. Hello,
My
who's
man
this?
was like, I'm not having sex with you until you lose some weight. I don't know.
That's foul. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Destiny.
Hey, good morning, Destiny. Have you ever had to withhold your vajayjay or your kitty?
Yes, I have.
What happened?
He doesn't really get along with my family. So, we have date night and, it's just me by myself and it just makes me look stupid because, get-togethers and he doesn't want to go because, like I said, my family's so opinionated and it just makes me look stupid,
So then you weren't having sex because he wouldn't come out with the family?
Exactly, because you're making me look stupid.
So did y'all ever start having sex again or did this problem get fixed?
No, we actually broke up.
Oh, wow.
Damn. You permanently withheld it. Okay.
Damn it, man. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to one more caller. Hello, who's this?
This is Robert.
What's up, Robert?
What's up?
Good morning. Now, it's Freaky Friday. We asking, did you ever have to withhold the butt or penis to somebody?
Come on with the gay stuff now, man. But
whoa.
No, man. No, I never had to, man. And my wife never, in 12 years, have never withheld it from me. I could wake her up in the middle of the night, like, hey, baby, what's up? I think that's wrong in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you married to just to withhold it just because you want him to do this. I want him to do this, and I'm not giving him none until he do it, and man, that's petty, man.
I'm with you. Man. That's I'm with you.
You can't be like that. You know what I mean? Then they be like, well, he cheated on me. Well, how often do you feel like you gonna withhold a box because he ain't doing what you want him to do, or he ain't? Y'all married. Put that stuff aside.
Well, it depends what it is. But if you want me to clean,
it works, right?
Yeah,
it
but
works, right?
Clean the house, or if you don't clean, you don't get no poom poom, or you got to lose some weight. If you don't lose that weight, you ain't getting no poom poom. That's foul.
Exactly.
I just want to point out to you men, though, did you know that withholding sex has stopped wars?
What?
Yes. They had this whole thing. They had women that would actually withhold sex, and that's how they ended up stopping a war. That's how they forced the men to negotiate. Imagine a whole bunch of men, all your women not having sex with you.
Yeah, that'll put you at a table. Look, let's sit at this table. Let's squash this beef out right now because I want to go home and have some. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
So if a sex strike can stop a war, it can definitely make a man mop the floor.
That is true. 800-585-1051 is Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday.
That's right. And the Freaky Friday question is, ladies, have you ever had to withhold your poom poom, your kitty, to make your man do something, whether it was clean the house or lose some weight? And fellas, have you had to do the same? Withhold your pee-pee to make sure that your lady did something? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, if you just joined in, it's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday.
That's right. And the Freaky Friday question is, ladies, have you ever had to withhold your kitty cat so your man would do something? Maybe mop the floor, maybe lose a little weight. And fellas, have you had to do the same? Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Tommy's here.
Hey, Tommy's here. Did you ever have to withhold your pee-pee, Tommy?
Yes, I definitely did.
What happened?
Because my girlfriend wasn't trying to cook, so I had to do what I had to do.
It hurt you more than it hurt her, I bet.
Yes, it did.
Did she
but
cook?
I wanted that steak and fries, so it happened. So I was
You feel me? It worked out for the best of both of us.
So it did
She
work.
probably was like, I don't feel like it anyway.
Yeah, but we was happy after that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Tommy. Hello, who's this?
Oh my gosh. Am I live with you guys?
Yes, you are. What's your name?
Oh my gosh. I just want to say first, hold on, I got to pay for my food. I just want to say that I love you guys so much. I listen to you guys every morning. I'm going to answer the question, but I first wanted to say that because I listen to y'all every day. I deal with anxiety and depression, and it's so good to just have that stability every day. So I wanted to say that.
We love you.
Thank you.
So I do want to say, first off, I'm married, so let me preface it with that. I've never withheld it, but I have used it to get a purse, a couple purses.
Hey, what kind of purse?
Nothing crazy, a new Coach bag, but a big girl one, a grown-up one.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
What you mean you're not mad at that? You can't hold your poom for a Coach bag.
She's married.
I didn't hold it, and I'm married. I didn't hold it. We just hadn't done it in a couple days, so I said, hey.
You get me this Coach bag, and tonight you get some? Yes, that's foul, even if you're married.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Also,
It's
guys, I'm
sexy.
turning 30 again this year. If anybody wants to bless me, anybody listening, my contact is GUTRZ. I'm turning 30 again this year because 2020 was a bust.
Nah, it don't work like that either. It don't work like that either.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You need a new bag, okay? We need to get her this Cash App so she can get a new bag. That's right. It's a good thing.
WGUTRZ.
If you ask for shoes, that's a great way to actually make it happen. If you like, look, I'll give it to you, but give me some shoes and I'll put them on.
Boom,
while we
that's
do
it. Or I'll just wear the bag. That's it.
That's right. Put the bag right next to me.
You know what? Well, what if your husband says he's not gonna give you no PP unless you buy him a car, huh? Then how are you gonna feel?
Oh, but see, come on. That's a bad comparison. A car and a bag.
Okay. Well, give him a new pair of Jordans.
I get him a nice
Give him
little Tonka trunk. The little Tonka truck. Here you go. Here's your car.
Keychain. I give him one of them Jordan keychains.
Jordan
There you
keychain.
go.
You know what? Goodbye.
I'm sorry, but penis is just not worth as much as vagina. It's just what is what it is.
To you. I'm sure there's some guys out there right now that be like, I don't believe that.
Okay, Emmy, sounds like you just made a confession.
I hate y'all, man.
Speak for yourself.
I hate y'all, man.
Wow. Okay, well.
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story, Envy thinks that penis is more valuable than vagina to him.
I hate y'all, man. Well, we got rumors on the way. What we talking about?
New music. You know it's Friday, so we'll give you some previews of what's out today.
All right, we'll get to that next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
All right, so you know it is Friday, and that means there is new music out. So we'll give you some previews. There's a new album out. Tusi's out today. MF Doom and Czarface. T Grizzly has a new album, Built for Whatever. And here is T Grizzly featuring Big Sean. What we on?
Say you wanna pull up on me, I got 1942. Say my car too fast to drink and drive, I got a driver, we cool. Don't say cousin, babe, say relative. My into some game, they sensitive.
Just never lie, be sneaky, that's the deal breaker. Swear I used to be a player and I'm a playmaker. Then spent so much time with you that you talk like me. Start up a business, get you the game until you ball like me.
Shout to T Grizzly, man.
Now I just want to say, if Envy would have read that, it would have said, what we on Snip. Now, MF Doom and Czarface, their album is called Super What. Tusi is called Thank You for Believing. Also, Quando Rondo has his project out today, and there are no guest appearances. It's called Still Taking Risks. And also, in other new music, Saweetie put out her new music video and song called Fast Emotion. Listen. And of course, you heard it on The Breakfast Club this morning. J. Cole, Interlude, came out yesterday. And the off season, the album comes out next week. So I know we're going to be excited for that one. We'll probably play that album, the whole album that morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And in other music news, Justin Bieber has shared rescheduled dates for his upcoming tour. Following the release of his #1 album, Justice, his upcoming world tour will now start in February instead of this summer. So if anybody was planning to go to that, February 18th is when that tour starts. And Chris Brown, he had a birthday party. I know, Envy, you were saying happy birthday to him the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing is, there were between 300 and 500 cars parked around his house when officers arrived early Thursday morning. That's how huge his party was. The crowd did get dispersed without incident. Once the police came, they arrived at about 2 a.m.
He was celebrating his birthday. I mean, that's a lot of people. I'm surprised he didn't get a ticket for. pandemic and COVID-19 regulations.
Yeah, you cannot do that. Come on, now that's ridiculous.
But I'll be honest with you. What's the difference between people partying in his house and people partying in the club? What's the difference? Because clubs are open in LA now. Clubs are open in Atlanta. Clubs are open in Houston. Clubs are open in Texas. Clubs are open in everywhere. So what's the difference?
If you're a neighbor, it's a residential area, and there's 300 to 500 cars parked on the block, you'll probably be annoyed.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right, Chris Brown is also on the new season of the Revolt TV hip-hop basketball tournament, the Crew League. Now, the Crew League, they did give him birthday wishes along with announcing his team's entry into the competition. Envy, you play basketball. Maybe you could be on one of these crews.
Yeah, why not? I'll do it.
Now, in season 1 of the Crew League, they had Little Dirk, Trippie Redd, G Herbo, and a whole lot of other people back in February. So now let's get ready for season 2. So far, what we know is Bobby Shmurda, Rowdy Rebel, and G-Eazy will be playing.
That's dope.
And Kim Kardashian, there was the rumors going around that she bought an ancient Roman statue. I know you saw about this, a Roman artifact. And the U.S. government is now trying to return that artifact to Italy. So we're getting more information. They're saying that purchase was made by Kanye West. Apparently, this statue dates back to 1st or 2nd century Rome, and it ended up getting shipped to the U.S. in 2016. Kim Kardashian is listed in the paperwork as the person who imported that statue, but in fact, they are saying that Kanye bought this, and I guess it was in her name, the paperwork. Now, they're saying it's unclear if Kanye bought it as a gift or when he plans on telling Kim Kardashian about it, but they said she did not know about it, according to a source.
Yeah, they said he just bought a bunch of art, and it wasn't like, at first when I read the story, it made it seem like she smuggled it in, like she hid it, between her cheeks or in between her shirt or something like that to get it in.
Between her cheeks, Envy? Do you see how big this statue is? What are you saying?
Well,
what do you want to say, Dramas?
Dramas.
Dramas? What you want to say?
Don't you get canceled with Envy.
Dramas?
I ain't say that.
All right. Well, the feds won it back because they said that piece is a cultural treasure that was essentially looted from an archaeological site.
Oh, so he bought stolen merchandise.
But they didn't know, I'm sure.
They didn't know.
Right? They're saying, and according to a source close to Kim, they said she did not know the origins of the work and she hopes everything gets resolved ASAP.
All right.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, shout out to Revolt. We'll see you guys on Monday. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Get your request in. And shout out to everybody again for supporting the car show July 3rd. And we're going to be announcing a car show in the New York, New Jersey area in about another week or so. But the Atlanta car show, get your tickets if you want to see what your favorite celebrities drive. We're going to have cars from Lil Baby, Lil Durk, 50 Cent, Currency, Offset, Cardi B, DJ Drama, Generation Now, Fab, and a host of others, 2 Chainz. So definitely get your tickets now, all right? It will sell out, but let's get to the mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Today we have a special guest on the line. He goes by the name of David Walker. Now, if you don't know who David Walker is, he is the majority owner of Positivity Water. Last year, actually, for my birthday, my wife actually bought me shares in a part of the company, and it was actually David Walker's company. He owns majority shares. So talking to David Walker, who's in the beverage, I would say, business, and so many people, so many minorities ask how to get in this business. There's billions of dollars made every year from beverages, whether it's water, whether it's soda, whether it's pop, whether it's juice, and that's just a lane that minorities are not in. It's, I would say, 98.9% white. And
you just make up that number, Envy. You can't just make up.
I did.
You can't do that. You can't make up fake numbers.
It sounded better.
Let's ask David, because David probably has.
Thanks for having me. First of all, Joe, I went out last night to a comedy club and saw Joe Claire, and he wanted to say that he just loved you guys and say what's up. I know you went to a performance of his, and he was very thankful and supportive. And, support our Black comedians out there. They've been out of work, and it was fun. I put a little extra tip on the waitress and things like that, just to it's good to get people back and, having fun and making jokes. So Joe says hi. Bottled water, $505 billion industry. And Blacks spend $810 million of that, and minorities represent about 33% of the bottled water market. But you're being generous by saying 98.9. It's like 99.9% non-Black. Okay, so I'm probably the 0.1%. So this is something that we've not been a part of. And I got into this because of my background as a corporate attorney. I've been practicing for 23 years. And I had a client that sold manufacturing equipment to bottled water companies. And I went to my first bottled water plant and I fell in love. And I liked the way the machines worked. I saw how it's just water. And if something breaks, people are going to get wet. And I thought, how do I get into this? And like anything else, when you move into a new market, you have to sort of be humble and start from the beginning. And they said, you have to start with brands. You have to establish brands and then be able to sell and see how water moves before you can build a plant. And that's what we did. We built a brand called Integrity, and now our brand Positivity, which you're a part of. What a great partner you are as well. And we've been building brands. But the backstory to all this is I've always been interested in manufacturing. And so since the first day I walked into that plant, I've been putting together a plan. I have an engineering degree from Michigan, go Blue. And so it doesn't intimidate me what's happening in the plant. And I started talking to the same engineers that introduced me. And I said, how do we build a smaller plant? Like not the big mega ones that you see, but a small plant for the Black community where we can maybe change the way people look at bottled water. And they said, well, you got to start with money. And so to that end, I'm just super excited today. We started and launched a fundraiser, equity crowdfunding fundraiser where you invest in a company. We launched it today, invest.starwalkerindustries.com. And we're already at $100,000 already from friends and family who have come in and said, hey, I'm in, Dave. I want to be part of this. I want to have a seat at the table. Black people are going to have a seat at the table with bottled water. And we're raising funds to build our own plant here in Atlanta.
What's the difference between all the types of waters? Like I see spring water, you see alkaline water. How do you know the pH, all of that? Like break that down because it's confusing to me.
You're not the only one that's confused by it. Essentially, the process of bottling water all comes through some machinery of some sort. And so it's just a matter of how much you can manipulate that water when you put it into a bottle. So for example, purified water, which is the most popular brand of water that you drink, that's what you see in your Deer Park, et cetera. Then you might say, okay, the water comes in through a municipal tap, right? And then they filter it through a process called reverse osmosis, and they put it into the bottle. That's purified. Spring is the same exact process, but they do a little less filtration, right? It's because it's an FDA approved process. People don't know this, but the FDA approves all bottled water. And then lastly, you have alkaline, where you essentially take the water, you filter it, and then you add minerals to it to increase the pH level. So why does anybody want a high pH water? Well, people who are in health and fitness and battling illnesses, they want to raise the raise the pH level of their body. So your body has a certain pH level, and they're always trying to raise it because there's been some studies out there that people benefit from a higher pH bloodstream. Now, people should do their own research. We offer alkaline water at the highest pH of 9.5. So people who want that alkaline diet will eat alkaline foods and then say, okay, the water I'm going to drink is alkaline water. Now, alkaline water, our alkaline water is 9.5 pH, which is considered a high pH. You cannot find it in a natural environment. There are natural alkaline waters out there that can get you maybe to 8, 8.3. But if you want 9.5, you have to go out and essentially buy it from a distributor like ourselves. And then the key to it is, does it still taste like water, right? So you got this high 9.8, you're manipulating it, and like, man, you put all this pH in it, how does it taste? I mean, you taste it, it tastes great. And if you tap a high pH water and you drink it and you say it tastes like water, you did your job as a bottler.
Last question. How difficult is it to get water into these big retail businesses? You know, Yee has a pressed juice and she had to meet with so many people to get her juice in these places. But so like to get into Target or BJ's or Costco or Walmart or Stop and Shop or Kroger's, how difficult is that? Especially
bottled water
money that a lot of these other businesses have.
Yeah, penetrating bottled water is a lot like the record industry, right? If you're a young artist and you're doing really well and you have a huge following, you set the terms. If you're a new person and you really don't have a huge following, then the record company sets the terms. No different in bottled water. If you're out in the brand and your customers go out and buy your brand and they say to their retailer, you got to have Positivity water. How come you don't have it? They tell their distributor tell us, because we can actually say to every distributor across America, we have truckloads, but they're not going to sell it for you. They're like, I'm in the business of giving my customer what my customer wants. So there's a push-pull to the beverage industry that you have to push it out to distributors, have capacity, but you got to also want it on the street. So when people build something or a beverage and they say, okay, they go to a retailer, the retailer is going to say, talk to my distributor. And the distributor is going to say, how many can you give me? How many truckloads can you give me? That's where a lot of people fall short. They don't have the capacity to try to get to that level where the distributor can, on a consistent basis, order truckload after truckload.
Gotcha. All right. Now, if people want to get into what you guys are doing, possibly invest or even purchase Positivity Water, how can they find out more information about the brand and possibly get it even in their stores?
Yeah. Invest.starwalkerindustries.com is the website that'll drive you to the investment portal. It'll drive you to our home site. It's a bunch of links in there. You can watch past video leading up to this investment. It's $100 minimum investment to get in. It went live this morning. I can't stop smiling. My cheeks are burning. I'm just so happy that so many people have bought in, and my family and friends and our community is in behind this, because it's a bigger project. It's bigger than me, right? I mean, this is something that's going to take the community to do. And I like the fact that we're bringing it to people on the investment level of $100 minimum. I like the fact that Obama's Jobs Act in 2012 is now in fruition, where he set up this equity crowdfunding for people like myself to not go to the big VC firms, which I used to represent and I've negotiated for years, and try to sit in back rooms where people make real wealth at early stages. This is an opportunity now, especially with the consciousness of how we have to do things ourselves, right? If you want to get something done now, you don't have to do it yourself, but to be able to do it at an investment point of $100, just amazing. And to imagine that you get $100,000 already off a bunch of people giving $100, it just floods my heart with emotion that this is something that's turning into something very, very real. So invest.starwalkerindustries.com.
Right. And what he's trying to do is also create jobs for people. So if you think about it, beverage facility, drivers, everybody working in the thing, we're trying to create jobs for more minorities. And thank you so much. And thank you for allowing my wife to invest in the company early on. It's really great. We do so much for the community, giving back, and I mean, people love it. So thank you so much, bro.
Oh, no, thank you. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, to my beautiful wife. And I'll see you guys shortly. But thanks for having me on today. You guys have been awesome, and keep doing what you're doing, man. We're all watching and listening.
All right. Thank you so much. That's David Walker, Positivity Water. And you can follow him on Instagram as well, at Positivity Water. And when we come back, we got the Positive Notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Again, let me shout out to everybody that's been sending love and prayers. We definitely appreciate it. Just want to say thank you. The funeral and wake is this Sunday. Gia wanted to honor her mother on Mother's Day. That was the reason we actually got married on Mother's Day, to honor our mothers. So we're going to lay her to rest on Mother's Day. So thanks again for all the loves and prayers. We definitely appreciate it. And it's time to get up out of here. Now, you got a positive note?
Yes, and I do want to send some love to Gia and to your family as well, Envy. I know it's a tough time. You know, losing somebody so close to you. And yeah, fortunately, I still have both my parents here, and just devastating to think about there'll be a time that they're not. So again, condolences. And for my positive note today, this is from Serena Williams. She said, I really think a champion is defined not by their wins, but how they recover when they fall.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?